Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and guess what? The PlayStation 5 Slim rumors were true. It has been officially announced that it exists, and it has exactly the same specs. It's 30% smaller, 24% less weight. My question with a lot of these different Slim consoles is really, do we need this? Some people were thinking that this might be a mid-system upgrade. I was one of those people, and I was wrong. I thought there was going to be a PlayStation 5 Pro. There still could be down the line, but I guess we're still too early in the console generation to have a Pro model. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really see a huge reason that this even exists. Like, it's 30% smaller, but you're not holding this device. You know what I mean? It's not a handheld. I don't really know that most people have a small amount of space below their TV. I don't know of a lot of people having that issue. I know that the original PlayStation 5 is a Goliath of a system. It is massive, it's huge, it's unwieldy. The stupid base thing that I talked about, how you have to set it up horizontally, is dumb. So now it has a little stick kickstand. Look at this thing. It's this little clear stick. This was their solution for that stand that I didn't like before, a little clear kickstand. And you know what? That's fine. Honestly, that's still better than what the original PlayStation 5 has, where you have to swap the base plate to the side and make it a side base plate thing. Another thing that's interesting about making a Slim at all is that you can already buy the different plates for the original PlayStation 5 in different colors. Are they going to continue doing that for the original PlayStation 5, or are they only going to start making slimline versions of those plates? I'm assuming they're going to stop production of the original PlayStation 5 and only do the slim ones, so they'll probably only make these colors for PlayStation 5 Slim from here on out. But very interesting that they started doing it with that, and now they're gonna have to do it again, but they're gonna have to style them differently because now are in 4 different sections. If you look at this picture right here, you can see the 4 different sections, including one of those sections, which I am very happy about, is the disk drive section. Not only are they coming out with a disk drive model, but they are actually coming out with a slimline version that lets you add a disk drive. Yes! Microsoft, please take notes here. This is what we've been talking about for quite a while now, that we want there to be options between going from digital to physical. So those people that decide, you know what, I bought the digital edition right now, but I want to start buying some disc-based games, or I want to play some PlayStation 4 games, and I don't want to buy them on the market for full price. I want to buy them in the bargain bin at everywhere. Now you can buy an $80 disk drive attachment. Now, you know, it's not that bad of a price, honestly, especially if it does come with the outer shell for that disk drive. That's fine. It's just interesting to me that it's cheaper to buy the disc version, like the disc version of the system, as opposed to the digital and the disc separate. I don't quite know the $30 price difference because it's, again, same price as it was before for the original PlayStation 5. $500 for the disc version, $450 for the digital only, and then $80 for the disc attachment. So interesting that it's $30 more expensive, but it's also an incentive. Just buy the disc drive up front. You never know, you might want it later, even for people that are mostly just playing digital-based games and are mostly playing the PlayStation Plus if they're subscribed to that. It's cool that the option is there. I'm really hoping Microsoft takes note, does the same thing with the Series S. I would love to see that as a future addition to that system. I mean, with PCs, you can just plug in a disk drive with a USB. I don't know if the transfer rates are fast enough for you to play a game like that. I really don't know, but I'm sure Microsoft could find some sort of solution because Sony just did. What would be really cool is if the disk drive version has the extra flat plate that the digital one does. So if you decide you want to take off that disk drive and make it a more portable system, and you've got a lot of your games digital, then you could put that other plate on there and take it to wherever you're going. That would be amazing. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, and it's really not that much bigger with the disk drive, so I guess you could just leave it on there while you travel. It would just be nice to have one less thing to worry about breaking and have a smaller device that you can maybe fit in your luggage with an extra pair of underwear or something. It also has slightly more storage because Sony decided that the PlayStation 5 should launch with 825 gigabytes on the solid-state drive. What? I always wondered why the hell it was 825, but now it's a full terabyte. So you get that, what, 175 more gigs? That's great. You know, I still feel like the digital edition, if you're gonna have a digital edition, should have a slightly higher hard drive, slightly bigger hard drive. Maybe you should just have a slightly bigger hard drive to begin with, since games are so big these days. I know Call of Duty comes in clocking at like 100 gigs. I think Starfield is also 100 gigs, so that would be really nice. But of course, we're not going to see that because that would cost them more money. They probably have a bunch of terabyte SSDs laying around, so they're slapping it in this system. And also the nice thing about the PlayStation 5 is it is much easier to upgrade your storage for cheaper because you can use any compatible solid state drive with the system, whereas unfortunately with the Xbox Series X and Series S systems, you have to use their proprietary memory cards. I'm so glad Sony finally learned their lesson and stopped using proprietary memory. I wish Microsoft would finally listen to that as well, especially since the Xbox One, you could just use a hard drive. So I'm not quite sure why they evolved, but backwards. But there you go. The PlayStation 5 Slim does exist. Here it is. Looks basically the same. And I'm excited for the different customization options that can come with this, again, because it's got those 4 different panels, so you could have like a multicolored crazy looking system at some point. I like the fact that they didn't raise the price, which is good. It's kind of sad that I have to say that from a console that's been out for a couple of years now. It should be going down, normally does when the Slimline one rolls around, but you know what? I get it, it's fine. Most things are going up in price, at least this didn't. It's nice that they added that detachable disk drive, so overall, I'm happy with this existing. There's nothing that is going to be bad about not getting it. There's no reason to go get it if you already have a PlayStation 5, but as a sort of model change slash upgrade slash refresh of the system, it's not bad. There's nothing here to be mad about. And I'm happy for people that are buying this. You know, this is their first time PlayStation 5. They're going to, I guess, have more space under their TV. They'll have more customization options. And if they go the digital edition and change their mind later, they can actually do something about it. It would have been nice if the original PlayStation 5 had that same sort of option, but they didn't design that system with that in mind. So unfortunately, if you had the digital edition back then, you're stuck with what you got. So let me know what you guys think about the PlayStation 5 Slim down in the comments below. If you're going to pick one up, or if you already have a PlayStation 5, if you're even considering getting this for some sort of reason, let me know. And of course, please do like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you, everybody.